Hi everybody, this is Kerry, Shearer at the 2012 Public Health Preparedness Summit in Anaheim. And I don't know about you, but I just found the sessions so far have just been absolutely fantastic. For those of us who are involved in public health communications on a daily basis, or maybe we'll be in the Joint Information Center in an emergency condition doing communications for public health, I've found that the social media sessions have just been packed with great, useful takeaway information. Now, I know the summit got something like, 400 submissions for different presentations and breakout sessions. They could only accept, I believe, a third of them or so. So I've got kind of an unofficial session for you. Just so you know my background, I was in public health communications for a number of years. I communicated in the air quality field, then also in public health at Sacramento County Public Health during H1N1. I started all sorts of social media initiatives there at Sacramento County Public Health. And since I left public health, I've been teaching that information to my other communications colleagues because it's changing so fast. There's so much information out there. As a matter of fact, there's a lot happening inside the newsroom that we're not even aware of. As much as social media has transformed our daily communications tasks and responsibilities, it's really transformed newsrooms from the inside out. And I think it's important to understand that portion of it. So I've got kind of an unofficial breakout session, if you'd like to watch, coming up right here to tell you a little bit about that. I want to take you behind the scenes and show you how the electronic news gathering and distribution of news through the web, through Twitter, through Facebook, has transformed newsrooms. I want to show you how reporters are using new tools to be able to gather information. You're going to hear from a news director and you're going to hear from an assignment editor, a web managing editor, about how this all fits together. So I just thought I'd share this with you, kind of an additional session, a little extra added value here at the Public Health Preparedness Summit because it's such great information. So we're going to talk about how social media has friended the news gathering process and really transformed newsrooms. Social media is now a big part of how the news is captured and recorded and how it's pushed out to the viewers and readers of the website. What's happened is over the past few years, most newsrooms have downsized considerably, so you've got fewer reporters trying to cover more stories and fill more news time. Newspapers, of course, we all know in our major cities for sure, are in severe financial trouble. Some have died and closed shop. Others have scaled back considerably, so they've downsized as well. And what many TV stations are doing now is hiring all-in-one reporters, somebody who can do it all. They can shoot, they can report, they can edit, and upload stories. Of course, for those of us as communicators, in the world of the internet, there really is no news cycle. It is all the time. We are expected to respond immediately, to drop everything no matter what time it is, and get the information out there just on a regular basis, notwithstanding the emergency situations that we're going to be facing. Now, I had a chance to sit down and talk with Anzia Williams. He's the news director at KCRA TV Channel 3 in Sacramento. And I asked him a little bit about how social media has refined or redefined what a news story actually is. And I thought what he had to say was very interesting.
Because we're able to transmit so fast and get people the information so fast, it's faster than TV has ever been. Think about stuff that's being published, for most consumers, a picture and a caption is a story. Whereas we're used to telling a story, all right, let's get all the facts, let's gather everything, let's get the who, what, when, why, where. Today's day, a picture and a caption posted to a Facebook page is a story. It is a story, and so it has certainly changed for us.
It may be that just a bit of information is all that a media outlet really needs from us. Now, we've seen how social media has been the first to report the news. The miracle on the Hudson U.S. Air jetliner splashdown in the Hudson River, a fine example there. The first reports coming from social media sources. You can see this tweet here from Jay Crum saying, "There's a plane in the Hudson. I'm on the ferry going to pick up the people. Crazy." And other social media events, the Haitian earthquake, we've heard something about that at the conference here, with tweets and Facebook messages, text messages, and more communicating all the news about that tragedy. And the wireless data network miraculously survived this, so people were able to get those texts and those tweets out to the world.
Okay, it's big.
In the Japanese earthquake and tsunami, this woman you see here, I actually watched her broadcasting live from Tokyo on Ustream just as a regular, actually she was an American citizen who was in Tokyo, and it was incredible to watch her live broadcast. But of course, Twitter was recording massive numbers of tweets, 1,200 per second coming out of Tokyo during the height of the emergency. 3.8 million Facebook users sending 4.5 million updates. So all that information is going out not only to us, but to the news media as well. Now, in Hurricane Irene in August of 2011, Twitter was connecting people all over the area affected by the hurricane with critical information that they needed to know, as well as volunteer opportunities and where the shelters were and evacuation routes and that type of thing. There was another event, the San Bruno gas explosion in the fall of 2010 in the San Francisco Bay Area, where social media really communicated news of that disaster very quickly. Now, initially, everybody thought there was a plane crash, but it was quickly figured out that this was actually a natural gas explosion of some sort. News of the disaster came out via photos and video. It was used as a news source by the media, of course, and lots of Twitter traffic on that. I talked with Anzio a little bit about how social media played into the coverage of this event, and I wanted to share with you what he had to say. It's pretty interesting.
You're looking at all the tweets that's coming in, you're looking at the Facebook page postings, and then we start getting pictures, in from viewers. People start sending in pictures, people started posting stuff. Here's what I saw. By the time you gather all that information, you're able to paint a picture of, all right, what exactly is going on. I think I may have had 3 reporters go over that night, 3 photographers, satellite truck operator, but immediately the first thing our reporters were doing was taking pictures. They were taking pictures as they were, driving over in the traffic. They sitting in traffic, or as fire trucks were heading over, they taking pictures on the highway, immediately sending them back to our website.
So it's really the crowdsourcing of the news that is happening, and a lot of this information is going to newsrooms. We had another incident, the Roseville Galleria Mall fire in the fall of 2010, a major mall on the outskirts of Sacramento in a city called Roseville. A lot of this news was shared via social media. News organizations use citizen video, multiple social media tools. The only news gathering helicopter in Sacramento was actually out of the area, so they couldn't even cover it by helicopter, but it got information out through social media of this significant regional event of a lot of interest. And this is kind of where I learned a little bit about how Facebook plays into newsroom operations when I spoke with Jason Montiel. He's the managing editor of KCRA.com, and reporters had just gotten some new tools to help cover events with, and he explains that all to us in this video clip.
Facebook has changed our life. We rely on Facebook to leverage content we have on our site and to interact with viewers and readers. It's really a place where agencies, public information officers need to be if you want to reach your audience. Twitter and Facebook are key in what we do. You have to go where the viewers and readers are. Where things really took off, honestly, was recently during the Roseville Mall fire. And that was a case where we had some brand new tools. The reporters had essentially just gotten their Droid phones. All of us have a Droid like this, and we have the ability to do photos and video. We have a way where the reporters basically FTP in their video, and we can grab it and process it and put it on the web. They also send in photos, and we just can pick and choose and make really nice slideshows out of those. Yeah. And it's nice because these are a higher quality than what we would get from television video. So oftentimes you'll see on our site I'll feature a photo that was actually just taken on a Droid. They don't necessarily need a big SLR, fancy camera to get a good photo. And a phone like this will take great images and video. The reporters also have laptops with streaming ability. So even if we're not on the air and they don't have a live truck, they don't have the ability to send back a signal, they can, more often than not, just send back a stream through their laptop cam, and I can route that and put it out to the web as well. So the day after the fire, we had a reporter who just set up his laptop looking at the mall. Here's what the scene looks like right now. And people are interested in that kind of view, and they'll come to us looking for that.
I used social media extensively while I was at Sacramento County Public Health. I began there in 2007 and immediately started setting up social media sites, which were all ready to go in time for the H1N1 swine flu pandemic in 2009 and 2010. Here's a little look at some of the ways we use social media to communicate. We had 35 different H1N1 vaccination clinics over a 3-month period at a new location every clinic. We use Twitter to publicize our clinics and give real-time information on wait times. Not only did we have people coming in saying that they'd received our Twitter messages or were notified by somebody who had, but our messages got retweeted. Video was huge for us. I'd already created a tiny web studio so we could shoot quick videos in-house for YouTube distribution. We shot fast turnaround informational videos about H1N1 with the health officer or myself, news interviews, and even a live TV interview with a health officer via Skype. But we also produced field videos at the clinics with either a full quality camera or even a cheap flip video camera. As you may be able to see, we've got a bit of a line here, so be sure to dress warmly if you come to this or any of our clinics because you will have an outdoor wait. We'd post the videos immediately to YouTube, put links on our websites, and then send out links via Twitter and Facebook so people could watch the latest information. One of our videos even told people what to expect when they came to a clinic. Since we were saturated with news media at most of our clinics, I ended up creating a portable field office and set that up at each clinic site, which allowed me to do all my communications work right there in the field. For a couple of our news conferences, we used Ustream.tv to stream the event to our website using a camcorder, laptop, and Verizon MiFi cellular broadband card. And we carried many of the CDC news conferences live by simply embedding the stream from the CDC right on the homepage of our website. I hope you found this information valuable. I think it's really good to know what's happening in the newsroom and how it's going to affect us as communicators. That way we can be prepared for it, we can have the systems in place, we can be familiar with the social media tools, we can know how to monitor the news and find out exactly what's going on and how it's going to impact our response in an emergency. I'd like to invite you to follow me on Twitter. My handle is Kerry Shearer. Very, very simple to find. And if you go to my website, I do a periodic e-newsletter for you. I send out all sorts of interesting tips, social media information, tips on what kind of camera to buy if you want to get into video, if you want to do podcasting, what you need for that, different tech information for you, and as well as social media and communications tips. So anyway, it's easy to sign up at kerryshearer.com. Just go to the home page right there at the top. There's a sign up box, and we'll send you information as it comes out. So hey, thank you very much for watching and have a great time at the rest of the summit.